The other guests will be arriving shortly, sir. Shall I show you to your room? Would you like a tray sent up, sir?
No, thank you.
The electric light was installed 3 years ago. It is operated from here.
Oh.
It's on the door, Sophie.
Dr. Bramwell.
Mrs. Costa.
We had to take shelter from that dreadful storm. Can you forgive me for keeping you waiting so long?
I might just manage.
Aubrey, this is Dr. Bramwell.
Aubrey Xavier.
You share the same profession.
I know Professor Xavier by reputation, of course.
The Royal College of Surgeons.
East London Hospital. We met briefly when I referred one of my patients to Sir Herbert Hamilton.
Ah, you're a friend of Sir Herbert's.
Merely an acquaintance.
Excellent. Well, excuse me, I must change.
Oh, you haven't met Theo. Isn't he delightful?
He's enchanting.
Sir. Oh, he's my brother's. Max and his wife are in Montpellier for the funeral of an old school friend, so Theo is staying with me. Here.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Oh, he likes you.
Of course he does.
Of course. You're irresistible.
Yes, well, only to babies.
In a hurry.
Meeting a friend. I know those symptoms.
You remember I've talked of Watson?
Your mentor in Edinburgh.
There's a good post come up. I stand an excellent chance.
When would it start?
Next month.
We'd never replace you.
I remember you were tempted by a post once at St. Jude's. You said I'd grab the chance of promotion too if it came, and I couldn't deny it then.
But you can do better than Watson. He's done no work of value for years.
I owe it to my family. I'm away before they're up and I'm back after they're asleep. And for what? Experience? I've got that, Dr. Bramwell. I need to move on to a position where I can be a doctor and a father.
Oh, for the wings of a dove, far away, far away, far away, far away, would I rove in the wilderness field.
Such a pleasure to see you off the leash, Mrs. Costigan. You know morning didn't suit you. Enjoy yourself, my dear. Seems to be plenty of eligible gentlemen around.
Mrs.
Oh,
Lower.
well, I'm indiscreet. If you can't speak out at my age, when can you? You know, I always regret that I never found another man after James died.
Really, Mrs.
Oh,
Lomax?
I'll stop. Remember what I said.
William isn't in good voice tonight.
Well, I remember struggling at his age.
I think he shall be rescued before he gets himself deeper into trouble. Does anyone else feel a song coming on?
Why don't we let them hear the one we sang the other week? The jolly one.
Good idea. Come on.
Did you hear him before his voice broke?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, sang like an angel. They'd make a lovely couple, don't you think?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the excellent Mr. Aubrey Xavier.
And may I present the incomparable Mrs. Alice Costa.
Happily coupled are we, you see.
I am a jolly Jack Tar, my star.
And I am the fairest, the richest, and rarest of innocent lasses. I am by far. Finn. I've given the servants the weekend off. Berlin.
I've had a terrible day, Eleanor.
Why? What happened?
I get an urgent summons. Can I interrupt my work for an important international congress? And how many people turn up to hear my paper? 6? 7?
Well, kiss it away.
It'll take more than that.
At least you were asked. If I'd darkened their door, they'd have sent for the porter.
Maybe I should stay in America permanently. The English are so hateful. Oh, what a smug little island. A right little, tight little island.
It's snug.
What?
Oh, what a snug little island.
Well, I learned smug.
I've no doubt you did.
I was so looking forward to seeing you tonight, Eleanor. Here we are. I'm tired and out of sorts.
Perhaps you just need to sleep.
Yes, I think I do.
Isn't he sweet?
Yes. Yes, he's charming, just like his aunt.
That's why I invited you. You say all the right things.
I don't know why I said that. Except it's the truth. It's not flattery.
So, how are you enjoying country life?
Very similar to town life so far. Excepting that everyone asks me where I ride to hounds.
What do you tell them?
That I don't.
Certain people will find it difficult to understand what you do all winter.
Well, I like the theatre.
I know.
And music.
Didn't you want to sing with me?
Yes. Yes, I did.
You have to be quicker off the mark than that.
Paralysis set in.
Let's hope it's only temporary. This is neither one thing nor the other. Shall I?
Please.
There. Now you look a complete ragamuffin.
Let's go for a walk.
In the dark.
In the moonlight.
Let's save the moonlight for another time.
Where are you going?
Good night.
Stay down there!
Morning, Richardson. Morning, ma'am. Gentlemen, excellent shooting weather.
Done much of this, Bramwell?
Not for some years.
Pity. Thought we might have a wager on the bag.
Oh, well, I'd better get it.
How about 10?
10?
Good man.
Oh, wait a minute.
Come on, where's your taste for excitement?
All right.
10?
Yes.
Good. Go on, then.
Breakfast?
Yes, please. Are you joining me? Eleanor, I was not angry at you last night. That paper contained some of my best work. No one heard it. I was upset. I didn't want an argument with you.
Men are very peculiar creatures. Who knows what they want?
I'll tell you what they want. They want hair like this. eyes like this. A woman like this.
It's not what you thought last night.
I was very tired. I'm not now.
Oh, aren't you indeed?
No, I'm not.
Slow gin's almost too good to drink.
What else would you do with it?
Bottle it and gloat over it. Aha! What a bag! And here, sir, are yours. That's not beginner's luck.
Well, I was regimental champion. Some years ago, of course. Haven't touched a gun in years.
The gloves make the trigger finger that much less easy to pull.
You could always take them off.
Surgeon needs delicate fingers. I found the game rather thin on the ground this year.
Richardson blames the wet summer.
That didn't affect us at Middleton. Wait till next weekend. We'll find some fine shooting then.
You should ask Dr. Bramwell to join the party.
Oh, you'd find modern, well-stocked shoot a very different prospect.
What are you doing next weekend?
I think I'm free.
Well, then you must come to Aubrey's house at Middleton, mustn't he, Aubrey?
Of course. Yes, best shooting in the county. Those 10 guineas stay where they are until the end of the day, though, Dr. Bramwell. Keep up!
Coming, Mr. Xavier.
I think you'll enjoy Middleton.
Do you visit there often?
Aubrey was my husband's dearest friend. He helped me a great deal when Patrick died, and he has remained a steady friend. Shall we take a walk around the lake, Robert?
Yes.
Madam!
What can the woman want now?
Theo's been sick. Brought up all his breakfast, he has.
Oh, how tiresome she is. Very well, let's go back to the house. I'm so sorry.
I'll come.
No, you stay here and shoot.
No.
Like all babies, Theo is sometimes sick.
I'd like to come.
There's nothing wrong.
Well, you don't know that.
Of course I do. Do you think I want you to lose 10 guineas on my account?
I don't care about 10 guineas.
Now you do as you're told. There's a good fellow. Come along, Nancy.
Your collar's up.
How do I manage without you?
You manage very well.
It only looks that way.
Oh, it's horrible. No sooner do we get used to each other than you have to go.
Well, let me take you back up those stairs then.
Finn, we'll meet before you go to your ship.
Hello.
Finn, no! Kate will be here any minute.
Well, I had thought that one would be free of temptation here in the countryside, but alas, I find that one is not.
Harm and a little temptation.
Well, I'm not very happy about it.
You're not?
I've been seduced into gambling a great deal of money.
Oh, gambling. I had thought you meant something else.
Such fun, Alice. Thank you, dear.
Well, I can't complain. Certainly not when I'm leaving 10 guineas richer.
Lady White's carriage.
Alice, are you really not coming back to town with me?
I'm afraid so. Theo's indisposition settles it. I shall return tomorrow.
Oh, well, next weekend.
Mr. Xavier's carriage.
Max. You're a fine shot, sir. I look forward to vying with you again.
Mrs. Lomax's carriage.
There. I'm sure the two of you will end up the best of friends. I've enjoyed your company.
And I yours. It's been a great pleasure. Till Saturday, then.
Dr. Bramwell.
Adieu.
Till next weekend.
Miss! It's here, miss!
Oh, thank you, Kate.
Have you seen how many pheasants Dr. Bramwell brought back last night?
No.
Cook says we'll be in game for weeks.
He'll be in high spirits then. You better wake him, it's getting late.
No need. And you're quite right, he is in good spirits.
Good weekend.
Excellent. You must come with me next week.
Next week? Mrs. Costigan must think highly of you.
I go to Professor Saviour's. Enjoy yourself while you may.
Not easy when things are collapsing round your ears. Joe Marsham wants to take another post.
Oh, now that is a blow.
Yes. I don't suppose I can rely on you to fill in now you've become a member of the country house set.
It's Mrs. Costigan, sir.
Mrs. Costigan? Oh. Mrs. Costigan. I'm surprised. Is everything all right?
Well, no. Hadn't you realised?
What?
You left it on your dressing room table.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry.
Well, are you going to invite me in?
Yes, of course. Please do. Is Theo all right?
Oh, the journey upset him.
How was he last night?
Poorly, sir. Yes, but he was fine this morning.
I think I'd better examine him, don't you?
I'm sure that's not necessary.
I think I'm going to insist. Please, come this way. His pulse is racing. You say he's been vomiting?
Last night, sir. And in the carriage.
It's only a cold gone to his tummy.
I'm afraid it's more serious than that. It's an intussusception.
What's that?
It's where the bowel folds in on itself.
But that's not dangerous.
Well, it can cause an obstruction, therefore we have to take it seriously. But no matter, we can straighten it out.
How?
It's a simple operation.
An operation?
Yes, it's very simple.
No, you're not operating on Theo.
Well, time is critical. We have to treat it straight away.
Absolutely not. There will be no operation, and that's that.
Mrs. Costigan, I know it's distressing.
If there is any danger, any at all, then I should like Aubrey to see him.
There's no need.
Aubrey Saviour is one of the country's leading surgeons.
My father is quite capable of treating this condition.
You must trust me.
No, I trust no one. Nancy.
I really don't think it's a good idea to drag a sick child all over London.
My mind is made up. Bring Theo, Nancy.
Please, Mrs. Costigan. Bring Saviour here if you must, but for heaven's sake, don't move that child again.
Very well. I shall need pen and paper.
Yes. Of course, yeah.
Father?
Excuse me.
Why are you going along with this? Why call in a Harley Street physician when we can do what you propose?
Well, it's what Mrs. Costigan wants. Shouldn't you be getting to the thrift by now?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Aubrey will know what to do.
Well, as long as he's quick.
He'll come as soon as he gets my message. I suppose you think badly of me.
Oh, no, not at all.
I am responsible for Theo, not you. He was left in my care.
Well, you must do what you think is right.
serious, is it?
It's a small mass in the Vesica area.
What are you suggesting?
Abdominal surgery. Laparotomy.
Please, Aubrey.
My dear, you look quite ashen-faced. Nil desperandum.
Please, whatever you do, don't let them operate on Theo.
Well, let's see, shall we?
This way, please.
I'm very glad you called for me. Abdominal surgery, such as you suggest, is quite out of the question. For one so small, the consequences would be very grave.
Then there's no need to operate.
I did not say I will not operate. I simply said I will not cut. There is a method which, if handled skillfully, avoids all danger, because there is no incision, you see?
What method's that?
Inflation.
Inflation. Can you explain?
Please, Dr. Bramwell. I don't think we have to go through the gruesome details. Don't you see that Mrs. Costigan is alarmed enough as it is?
You see, surgery isn't needed.
Courage, my dear. I humbly beg you to put your faith in my expertise. Let me go quickly to work, yes?
Thank you, Aubrey.
Will you take Mrs. Costigan into the drawing room and send out to my consulting rooms for a seltzer gene? A seltzer gene, yes? Seen a gaseous distension of the colon, Dr. Bramwell?
Well, I've heard of it, but I thought it was unsafe.
Well, my research has shown otherwise. Observe. A little water.
Well, surely you don't intend blowing him up like a balloon.
You'll find that the gut is far more elastic than you ever have imagined.
Isn't it too violent a method for a child's intestine?
Less violent than a knife. A little burst of gas.
It's all right, Mother. The doctors know what they're doing.
I shall miss Sydney's tea when I go.
If you go.
No. When?
Is it definite? The other day you said maybe.
No, I was most precise.
Well, you weren't to me.
So frosty in there you could chip a side of beef in it.
And you can shut your mouth.
Don't talk about the doctors in front of the patients. It gives them the wrong idea.
Patients know. The only ones that don't is them which is under anaesthetic. It's planning in the balls on the bulldog.
Go and clean the privy.
Oh, no.
Go on. That's a place for you. A mouth like a sill.
The pain is only momentary. The success is self-evident.
There, Theo, there.
Still unhappy?
What's this?
Garnet's remedy. Help him sleep.
Is that really necessary?
I understand why you're saying this.
Because if the blockage hasn't been cleared, then a sleeping draught may delay further treatment. Perhaps fatally.
There's no need for bitterness, you know.
I'm not bitter.
I understand. It must distress you to see how fond Mrs. Costigan is of me.
What?
But you must know she cannot form an alliance with someone from your station in life.
It's nonsense.
Well, people will either pity her or laugh at her. I mean, you can't allow her to become an object of ridicule on your account. Think about it, there's a good chap. I'm sure you'll see sense. Looks fast asleep already.
Thank you.
But you must build up your strength if you're to aid Theo in his recovery.
I shall sit with him.
The worst is over.
Aubrey.
Good work, Dr. Bramwell. I'll see myself out.
Thank you so much, Aubrey. And now we are to be guests in your home.
That's quite an order.
I dare say, had there been a third doctor present, he would have recommended a third course of action.
Kate will bring you anything you need.
Robert, don't be cross.
I'm not cross.
Miss Bramwell, that Dr. O'Neill's asking for you.
Thank you, Sydney. If Dr. Marshall asks, tell him I've gone, will you?
You won't like it, miss.
Why?
It's his daughter's birthday today. He was going to go home early himself.
Right. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go.
You know I must.
I can't bear it.
When we are married, things will be much better.
And when will that be? Finn?
When I get back. Straight away.
June.
The last Saturday in June.
The first Saturday in June. Finn, we must. If we don't, I'll die of misery.
Me too. Ellie, I must go. I'll write to your father. On you go.
Sir?
Damn it, Kate! Must you interrupt?
Sorry, sir.
Why are these journals all out of sequence?
I'll never touch them, sir.
85, 93, 81. What sort of order's that?
I don't know, I'm sure.
How am I supposed to find June 1895,
He's not been to the binders yet, sir.
Thank you. What do you want?
A telegram's arrived from Mrs. Costigan, sir.
Well, go and take it up then.
Sir.
Wait a minute. I'll take it up. Well, we'll be able to tell better when he's woken up. Got some food inside of him.
Tell what?
That the treatment worked.
Aubrey was confident of that.
Yes, he is confident. What matters is that he's right.
The problem has gone away and we have avoided surgery.
The problem may not have gone away.
Max tells me on no account to operate. So you see, we have done the right thing.
Professor Saviour's here, sir.
Aubrey.
Forgive me. I was passing by en route to Lady Devas's and I thought I'd see how our young patient was doing.
Well, he's still deeply asleep.
No matter. The longer he sleeps it off, the better. I'll call again this evening if that meets with your approval.
Dr. Bramwell thinks he will get ill again.
Does he? Oh, that must be because Dr. Bramwell is unfamiliar with this new procedure.
I have grave doubts about inflation.
And why is that?
Because now that I have studied it, I can see that surgery has got one great advantage. You can see what has happened. You know whether the inversion of the bowel is cleared away because you've clapped eyes on it. Your way, you can't be sure.
My procedure is safe.
But it's not certain. Say the interception remains intact. What then? Do you inflate again?
It's preferable to surgery, without a doubt.
Is it?
Well, obviously.
Where's my father?
Oh, he's in the drawing room, miss. Oh, miss, he's not in a very good mood.
A child's tissue is soft. It's fragile. Surely it cannot take the strain more than once.
I've used it a dozen times.
How many times was successful?
9. Which is a high success rate for this condition, wouldn't you agree?
Are you sure there's figures?
Are you accusing me of lying?
For God's sake, will you make up your minds?
Look, surely it is common sense that you
Common
cannot...
sense? Common sense? We're talking science, man. Common sense has told us that the Earth is flat. Well, now we know better, for your information.
Oh, I shall go mad.
My dear, I do understand your worries. But the strong likelihood is Theo will be as right as rain when he wakes up. And if anyone tells you otherwise, You must not listen to him. I mean, there's no sense in being alarmed unless there's something to be alarmed about, is there? I bid you good day, Bramwell. Miss Bramwell? My dear. You have my assurance. Theo will make a full recovery.
Walk on.
You're certain of your facts, Father?
You think I'm not?
No, I'm sure you are.
Sir, come look at the baby again, sir. He's poorly again.
Where's Mrs. Costa?
She's just outside, sir.
We better fetch her quickly. He's been vomiting. Come on, young man. Have a look at your tummy. There's a red currant jelly stool.
He's not sick again. I refuse to believe it.
He's very sick indeed, Mrs. Costigan.
Aubrey was so confident.
There's a mass building up. It's the same place.
Then I'll send for Aubrey.
But there's no time for that.
I'll send my man to Lady Devassus.
This child is gravely ill.
With every moment we delay, Theo's chances lessen.
You want me to let you do your lap or whatever it is?
Yes, I do, at once.
You don't even understand this illness.
I understand the illness very well. It's Saviour's treatment I'm sceptical about.
You hate Aubrey because he's eminent and you're not. And he made you look a fool.
Mrs. Costigan.
Eleanor, would you mind leaving? Please, would you go?
I don't care what you say. I'm sending for Aubrey.
Then you're a bloody fool. But I will credit you with a scintilla of intelligence and spell it out for you one more time. You delay, Theo dies. Is that clear enough? Now, do you want that hanging over you for the rest of your life? Or are you too much of a snob to take the word of a simple family doctor?
If Theo weren't so ill, I'd be glad this had happened. Because it's shown me what a bugger you are. No, I thought I liked you, but I don't. I detest you.
Good. You detest me. Excellent. That is now in the open. But in the absence of a doctor you do not detest, will you please allow me to try to save Theo's life? Well. I'm going to grasp the intestine, either side of where it's doubled up. Where are you? Come on, where are you? There. And pull one section out of the other. There. There's a lot of damage been done to the intestinal wall.
Do you want to remove the damaged part?
Do you know the survival rate for intestinal resection in infants?
Low, I would think.
It's not a case of a child surviving under 12 months old.
Your snivelling is driving me mad. If you must do it, go outside! And close the door behind you.
I think we've caught it just in time.
Mrs. Costigan. You can go up now.
He would have died if we delayed any longer.
Theo? I must impose on you for a little longer.
It's not an imposition. We're used to having guests in this house.
Even when the guest is a bloody fool?
Yes, I'm sorry. I was very angry when I said that.
You were right.
Somebody who's never acted foolishly in their life. And who isn't as clever as he thinks.
I've been so scared, Robert.
Yes, I know.
My husband, Patrick, he died under the surgeon's knife. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
I couldn't ever go through that again. He died raving. I couldn't ever go through that again.
Yes, I understand.
Do you?
I lost my wife in an operation. And her physician was me.
So Mrs. Costigan has decided to remain in splendid isolation, has she?
She's taken a tray upstairs in order to be with her nephew.
I'm not surprised she's hiding away. She's behaved abominably.
She's afraid that Theo might die.
All right, keep your hair on.
Inform Dr. Bramwell I wish to speak to him. Where's Mrs. Costigan?
She's upstairs, sir. Would you like to...
No.
Aren't you going up?
No.
Nancy.
You wanted me to avoid surgery. I avoided surgery. I've done everything you asked for, and how do you repay me? You hand my case to this insignificant physician.
I'm no surgeon. I can only go by what I'm told.
But you listened to him. I've tried to do everything to please you in this case.
If you had wanted to please me...
You know I'd do anything to make you happy.
It would have been better if Theo's plight rather than my happiness had been uppermost in your mind.
But you know how I feel about you.
Aubrey.
You must.
You've never said...
But you know. Then how can you even look at a man like that?
You are a very dear friend, Aubrey. I'm sorry.
Madam?
Kate, sit with Theo. Aubrey.
You've intervened in my case, Bramwell. Good God, man, you should never follow this procedure.
You didn't see the patient. If I'd waited 10 minutes, I would have to resection the bowel.
Oh, well, of course, in that case...
That would have been Theo's death warrant, yes.
You can't resist expressing yourself hysterically, can you?
It's not hysteria. Your delay brought Theo within minutes of death.
As ever, your opinions are as outrageous as they are wrong. It's only because Mrs. Costigan is beside herself with worry that she even listens to someone like you. My dear, I do beg your pardon. I would like to discuss this matter with you and Middleton when we're both in a better frame of mind. Next weekend, perhaps?
You'd better go.
Don't let him bewitch you, Alice.
Please, Aubrey. Go.
I shall make sure you answer for your misconduct, Bramwell. Miss Bramwell?
Kate. Aubrey is in love with me.
I guessed.
I never encouraged him. Well, I never said anything, but, well, it's gone on for some time. That's why he doesn't like you. He thinks I admire you more than him. I've treated you disgracefully.
Alice.
I don't know how you can still speak to me.
Alice, you don't need...
But having fought you so hard, I know what you are. And I can think of no one whose judgment I would trust more.
I don't deserve your trust. I deferred to Saviour when I knew he was mistaken. And I did it for entirely the wrong reason.
What reason?
I care for you, Alice. I care very much.
And I thought I'd lost you.
Sorry, Miss Carr.
Bring in the coal and go home.
Going.
This one needs stripping.
That's what I've come for. I hear you might be leaving us, Mr. Marshall.
I've been offered an appointment in Edinburgh.
But you won't take it.
Surprisingly, even I could be persuaded to leave your smiling face and sunny disposition, Miss Carr.
You should stay where you're happy.
You think I'm happy here?
Yes, you are. And even if you aren't, it's best to hang on to what you've got. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush.
And one mustachioed father is worth more than 100 bearded schoolmasters.
I'm sorry.
And don't you have that saying in England?
I've never heard it.
It means
I know what it means.
I've got holes in my shoes and so have my children. Is it wrong for me to want something better?
Oh, swing for that boy.
Don't hit me. Oh.
What's wrong? Is he ill? I'll fetch the servants.
Alice.
He's not sick again.
No, he's just objecting to waking up in the arms of a complete stranger. Here, you take him.
Have you examined him?
Yes, I have.
And?
He's remarkably well.
Oh, dear.
I'm so glad.
Good morning, Dr. Marshall.
Am I to assume that we are in speaking terms again?
Well, I've had time to get used to the idea of you going.
I wish Nurse Carr had. She just met me with the longest face you can imagine.
It's your own fault. You're the dependable type.
Always my problem.
We don't expect much excitement from you. But you're right. Why should we have the benefit of your dependability when your family needs it as much, if not more?
Thank you.
I have an announcement to make too.
Huh?
I'm engaged to be married. To Dr. O'Neill.
Engaged?
We're to be married in June.
Congratulations.
You're not to worry. We'll have Theo back with you in a day or two.
I want you to know that if there are any repercussions, any at all, I will back you to the hilt.
I don't think Xavier can help me now. Not without making a complete ass of himself.
Do you know what I really regret?
What?
We never took that moonlit walk.
Oh, well. There've been many moonlit nights.
But I wish I could bring that one back and do it all differently.
Why don't you?
Madam, your carriage is ready.
Thank you, Kate.
Robert? Now everyone will know about us.